So you have to do me a huge favor. You have to do me a huge favor. You have to get to the point where you do not need a car anymore. You do not need a house anymore. You do not need to be pushed by anybody anymore. Your dreams, your why are going to push you. Your spouse is going to push you. Your child is going to push you. The need to get better is going to push you because you are closer than you have ever been. It is going to push you. You do not need anything to push you. Your goals are going to push you. Your dreams are going to push you. The opportunity of a lifetime that happens in this particular time frame is going to push you. It is going to drive you. It is going to make you better. So do me a favor as I leave. You cannot be average anymore. 70%, you cannot do it. You cannot do it and have what you want. You cannot give me 70 and be what you want. You cannot give me 70 and do what you want. You cannot be average anymore. You cannot be good anymore. 80%, you cannot be good anymore. 80% and have what you want. You cannot be good at something and have everything you dreamed of to make your dreams become real. To no longer dream about them but walk in them. You cannot. 90%. You can be good. You can be good. You can be great. But you still will not get it all. I am telling you, when you become phenomenal, there is nothing you cannot have. Nothing you cannot do. Nothing you cannot be. And I believe that you are in this room right now. I believe that we are in the same space right now. I believe we are all in this place together. Listen to me. I believe that we are all in this place together because all of us are not average. Not 1 Minute. 37 seconds. And for those of us who reach greatness, we have a desire to push past greatness and see what phenomenal looks like. So I need everybody in the room, when you think about your goal and you think about your dream, I need you to understand, as I said to my wife in that hospital room, I will, I must. I need everybody to say it with me. I will, I must. Come on, I will, I must. Again, I will, I must. Now for those of 2 minutes, 8 seconds, Sayo, you want it all, every single dream, every single goal. As I say it, for those of you who really want it, you are going to say it. And you are going to stand, and you are going to say it like you mean it. I can, I will, I must. Come on, I will, I must. Come on, I will, I must. Now say it like you mean it. I can, I will, I must. Again. I can, I will, I must. Again. I can, I will, I must. Now I need you to think about that loved one. That individual that you have to do this for. I need you to say it with me. I can, I will, I must. Come on, for that individual. I can, I will, I must. For that person, I can, I will, I must. For that thing you want to accomplish, I can, I will, I must. Again, I can, I will, I must. Now, I want you to think about that hurdle. I want you to think about that thing that keeps pushing you down. I want you to think about that mountain that is hard to climb. I want you to think about that thing that you just cannot seem to get over. We are going to get over it today. We are going to get over it. We are going to get over it together. I can, I will, I must. We are going to add to it. I can get over it. I will get over it. I must get over it. Ready. I can get over it. I will get over it. I must get over it. Come on, come on. I can get over it. I will get over it. I must get over it. I know something about you. I know you are not a quitter. I know you are a survivor. I know you are a survivor. You are watching me right now. I know something about you. You are a survivor, so I want you to get off this. I want you to cut it off. I want you to go in the mirror, and I want you to make the rest of your life the best of your life. I must at chapter 2. Feel free to cut the video off at the mark and go crush your goals. I do not care what you have been through. I do not care who you are. I do not care where you came from. I do not care what your past is like. I do not care what your stress is like. I do not care what stress you are under. I do not care what problems you have right now. I do not care what you do not have right now. All I care about is what your mindset is like when it comes to today and your future. Are you going to make today count? Because that is all you can control, and that is all that matters. It does not matter where you start, guys. It does not matter what talents you were born with. It is about where you finish. It is not over. It is not over. You can still come in first in the marathon, but you have to start today. You have to start now. You have everything. You have everything you need inside you. It does not matter what you do not have now, because you can go get it. But at 5 minutes, 1 second starts today. It starts with a commitment. It starts with the principle. It starts with the discipline. It starts with effort. It starts with energy. It starts with an idea that you are going to make today count, and a lot of people want to know what my routine is like. Well, it is built on that idea that I am going to make today count, and that means that before everyone is up, I am going to have already entered a peak state. I am here to help you, but you have to help yourself. No one is going to do it for you when it comes to the action, but you have to say something with me. I am going to make this thing work. I am going to live out my dreams. I am going to live out my purpose. I am going to be who I was meant to be. I am going to complete all of the tasks needed to live out that purpose, to become who I really want to be. Not be who I was chained to in the past, not live in a world of limits. I did not come this far to only come this far. I hear some people saying things like, when I make it, when I get to the top. I will keep working hard until I get to the top, until I reach my goal. Let me tell you something, there is no end. Winners never stop. If you reach your goal, set a bigger goal. If you get to the top of the mountain, find a bigger mountain. It is the journey, the continued chase for growth, the constant search for improvement, the challenge. That is what makes life great. That is what makes a fulfilled life. I did not come this far to only come this far. When I get this goal, I will seek more, not more things, more growth, constantly pushing myself to be better. I did not come this far to only come this far. I came this far so I could be strong enough to go further, so I would be good enough to push myself harder. I am only getting started. This is just the beginning. I am proud of my achievements, but that does not mean I will settle for them. Proud but never satisfied. Proud but forever hungry. Proud and was 7 minutes 42 seconds. Proud but pushing for more. Pushing for great 7 minutes. 48 seconds. A true winner does not seek only the title. A true winner seeks growth. A true winner seeks greatness. It is the journey. It is the challenge. Do not tell me it is over. I am just getting warmed up. If the journey was not challenging, the destination would not be rewarding. 8 minutes. 13 seconds. It is the challenge that creates greatness. You cannot have a champion athlete without great competitors pushing them all the way. You cannot have the greatest of all time without champions pushing them all the way. It is the journey, the process, that creates greatness. If you reach your goal, set a bigger goal. If you get to the top of the mountain, find a bigger mountain. Winners. The difference between them and the spectators is that the winners have a 8 minutes, 55 seconds belief that beats the crowd's disbelief every single time. Their belief is so strong, even though they hit failure, they get knocked down, find the inner force to stand back up again. Face that same challenge, learn from the previous mistakes, and make it happen. You come in here headstrong for this. Workout. It is going to take everything. This is madness. This is a super crazy workout, but if you have it up here and you go through it out there, guys, you will leave here not only physically dominant, but mentally unstoppable. It all starts today if you are ready to transform. You must believe in yourself enough to be the person now that others will remember later. You know, a lot of people do not know that. They say, I do. They put the effort in because they want to change, right? They put all this effort in to do what they think is right. But they have not done the background research and preparation to make sure their effort matches where they want to go in life. So they're just doing they put in dumb and random effort because they do not even know what they are really doing because they have not studied it. They have not prepared for it. And when you fail to prepare, you are basically preparing to fail. It is not about how you can look in the mirror. It is about how you feel right now and how you feel today. You feel alive, man, and you are actually doing something. You are making a difference in your life that fuels the fire. Be headstrong. Believe in what you are doing no matter what the disbelief of third parties, the rejected losers out there, may be. I had to crawl my way to get to the first cover. I had to lie. I had to break all the rules. Shoulder, triceps, superset. Super. Madness. Man. This workout is going to take everything you have. Come in here ready, mentally ready, headstrong, because that is how you have to be mentally tough up here. If you guys mentally believe you can do it, your body will find a way physically to make it happen. If you are weak up here, it does not matter what you do with these guys. It will never turn into anything. No dream will ever become reality. This is just a rant. Very simple. And something that I want you to pass on or watch every Monday morning because the level of complaining is unacceptable. Look, what if I told you this was the last Monday morning of your life? What if I told you you would die this week? Would you complain about your bad job? I doubt it. You would start thinking on a much higher level. We are living in a world where there is so much more opportunity. I just do not get the mindset of walking around sad with your head down. Please take a step back and think about how awesome it really is. And then realize that you can go after the world in a totally different way because you were lucky enough to be born during this time. 400 trillion to 1 when you understand. That math, how can you not live your life? That is how rare it is to be a human 11 minutes, 55 seconds buying. Now, what are you waiting for? We are not matching our actions to our ambitions, and what it leads to is a whole lot of complaining. Of course, it is supposed to be hard. People are like, Gary, it is so hard. No kidding. You want to make millions of dollars and live your perfect life. Why should that be easy? You can live on 6 hours of sleep, so you have 18 hours. You have 18 hours. I want to know what you are doing with your 18 hours because you can work your 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock. And that is 9, and you can travel for an hour here and there. Respect, nice little solid commute. Oh, you want to be a family man? Mazel tov. You can spend 2 hours with your kids. What are you doing with those other 5 hours? You are watching House of Cards, you are playing Madden, you are relaxing from the other intense 10. Gary, I already spent 11 hours. Well, great. Then do not complain or want more. Respect that by getting rest and this and that, you are giving up the chance to go into new work. You want the nerve to have a 1% life, let us call it what it is. You want to live as well as the top 1 to 2% in the world. It is not very complicated. The math is very real. Like, if you want to have one of the best lives in the world, which 13 minutes 11 seconds is, you live on your terms, you have to pay your dues to get there. Let me promise you something. I know tens of thousands of people, and I know thousands of people extremely well. I know hundreds of people deeply well. There is no connection between how much money someone makes and their level of happiness. But what is not being talked about is the friends and people I know who have committed suicide in the business world in the last 4 years because nobody talks about the downside. Everybody thinks they are going to be Zucks. Everybody thinks they are going to build Snapchat. Go look at the data. The data shows that the huge majority of this room will not succeed. Not even close to building a real business, and I do not come here to be gloomy. I come here to remind you that there is only one thing you can do. The only thing you can do that can beat the moment mommy and daddy had sex to make you, the only thing that can beat that. The only thing can only sing. That is controllable. If you want IT, if you want this, is work. Who is in it because they are really in it, and who is in it because it is the trend? And let us not get it twisted. It is easy. You can say you are a rapper or an athlete, but you can easily see that you are not. Entrepreneurship is hidden. Entrepreneurship is kind of like, you say it on your social account, and then you kind of can look the part. You can go to the parties. You can go to the conferences, like you can fake it way more easily than a lot of other things. And so I am saying this very carefully. Listen to me. If you know deep down that you are being exposed by this rant, here is a smart move before the world collapses. Go figure out who you think is actually going to survive that, who are the wartime generals. Let me remind a lot of you. The 84th employee at Facebook is going to make much more money than the founder of almost every company that is going to be invented over the next 5 decades. So the one advantage is the access to these winners that you have never seen before. So if you are listening right now and saying, Gary, like, I got this, I am going to do it, then do it. Prove it to my face. I cannot wait to get the email from you 5, 6, 7, 8 years from now. But if you are listening and saying it, is true because I was not into being a businessman or woman when I was a junior in high school, right? I was going to be this. I was going to be an architect. I was going to Harvard. I was going to be a banker. If set is you. Give a real thought to this because we saw this in 2001 and 2008. Things get very ugly. And it is a 10-year, 7-year, few-year step back. Or you could take advantage of the window we are in right now and take advantage of the fruitful times. And the X to these plus generals and die word of woo. And if you are fortunate enough to be here today, to afford to be here today, you are sitting in an incredible spot out of the 7.7 billion people on Earth. And I just do not understand why you would not take full advantage of it. And it starts with something very basic, which is actually starting to understand how this is all working, deeper, not wider. You do not need to know in theory how AI and Alexa voice and VR and social media work. You need to start understanding how one of those things works deeply. I got here today because I did not come to conferences and talk or make videos or build a personal brand for the first 15 years of my career. Let me remind many of you, long before I was Gary V, I was Gary Vaynerchuk building a liquor store. By being good at email marketing, at Google AdWords, at banner retargeting, at YouTube marketing. I was a person doing the work, and then, once I built something from 017 minutes. 10 seconds to 60 million or 3 to 60 million money once. I built something, then I had a little nerve to come and talk to you about how I did it. The number of 23-year-old business coaches and marketing gurus who have not done it in their life that are out there on Instagram right now is shocking. It is time to do less talking and more doing 17 minutes 35 seconds. This is a matter of life and death. I do not know who told y'all. I do not know who told y'all this was about math. This is about English. This is about science, right? You're thinking, why do I need math to blow up? Why do I need English to blow up? Look, this is not about what you think it is. This is life and death. School is about setting a foundation. Do you hear what I am telling you? I need you to try. I need you to try to read every single word. If you do not know it, write it down, look it up. I need you to try to do every single assignment. I need you to try to go to every single class. I just need you to try because I know something about you. I know something about you. I know when you give 120% effort, there is nothing you cannot do. There is nothing you cannot accomplish. I do not want you to live just to die anymore. I want you to die to live because I know if you try, I know if you give 120% effort. There is nothing you cannot do but live in a world of freedom, and that is yours to have. That is a choice that you can make. That is a decision that you can follow through on, that you can carry out. You have to want to make this thing work for you. You have to make today count. What are you doing with your time? Are you wasting it? Are you going to make today count because it is precious, or are you going to let it just slip away? Let it fade. You need to be in a peak state at all times. That is going to depend on your will, your intensity, your integrity, your character, your energy, your effort to get what you want out of this life. It is on you. It is hard to put the effort in to create greatness, but it is a lot harder to accept the truth that you could have been great. I want you to know something, that the bigger your dream is, I want you to understand the heart of the grind. Listen to me, luck is for leprechauns, and you are not green. Luck is for leprechauns, and you are not green. I am going to say it. Again, luck is for leprechauns, and you are not green. What I am telling you is that if you are willing to go beast mode, you can have whatever you want. I am a living example. You can start from nothing. You know the story. Mom was a teenage mom, start with nothing. Grandma had 14 kids, start with nothing. 2-bedroom house, 1 bathroom. Mom got kicked out because she had. Me, start with nothing. High school dropout, start with nothing. Homeless, 12 years to get a 4-year degree from the university, start with nothing, if you are willing to grind. I believe in effort, and you have heard me say it. You might come from privilege. You might have a father that can give you everything your little heart wants, but you will not outwork me. Listen to me. I told you. I want you to think about those goals. I want you to taste them. I want you to take them deep inside. I am not asking you to tell me what your goals are because I am interested in hearing everybody's. I could not possibly do anything with it. Listen, this is what I am telling you. I am telling you to dream your dream because I want you to feel it. I want you to taste it. I want you to know how close. I want you, just like when the weather is changing, you can feel it. Why, when went you to? Be able to feel when you are getting closer to it and closer to it, but more importantly, I want you to know when you dream your dream that there are other people who are dreaming the exact same dream. You might be the aunt, and the aunt has very little, but he is determined, he is strong, he has a dream and a goal, and he will do whatever it takes. And I need you to understand that the bigger your dream is, the earlier you will have to get up. The bigger your dream is, the earlier you will have to get up, the longer you are going to have to stay up. The bigger your dream is, the more effort you are going to have to put in. And for those of you who raise your hand and put up 70%, you will never see it, you will never see it. For those of you who are 70% beast mode, 30% gazelle, when you said to yourself when the ball comes out, this is what I want to accomplish, you are not the only person that wants to accomplish it. And now I ask you this question. What do you do when 1,000 other people want exactly what you want? What do you do when you are not the only one that wants to make $1 million a year in business? You are not the only one that wants to be the president. You are not the only one that wants to be a CEO. What if you are not the only one that wants what you want? What if there are thousands of other people who want what you want? You have to outwork them. You have to outgrind them. You have to get up earlier. You have to stay up later. You have to execute. And you have to go from 70 to 120. No excuses, guys. I wish I could. I wish you could pay me $1,000 today and I could tell you 70% is enough. I wish you could pay me 15. I wish you could pay me 1,500, but it is not going to happen. You are thinking. I want you to get it out of your system. You are thinking, I am going to work hard for 10 years, then I will relax, and if that is what you are thinking, this is not for you.